Hi, welcome back. We're going to do another Toddler Tuesday. Everybody really loved it when Brenda came and talked about some books, so I brought her back. Brenda's going to talk about how many books? 4?
No, only 3.
3?
Or 5. But I'll show you 5. But I'll talk about 3.
Okay. I'll believe when I see it.
So the first book will be The Bear Ate Your Sandwich by Julia Sarcone-Roach. Alright, this book, it's a fun book to read. It's kind of a mystery of who ate my sandwich. It starts by saying, by now I think you know what happened to your sandwich, but you may not know how it happened, so let me tell you. It all started with the bear, and then it goes on to explain to the kid that there was this bear that came and went through all these different stages and steps to get finally to the sandwich. And the illustrations are kind of fun.
God, these paintings are beautiful.
Yes. And the thing is, you know, the bear does all kinds of things in order. You know, he goes up and down and around the town. And anyway, he goes to the fish market. He goes through all these different places until he gets to the park. He sees a kid. And then there it was, the sandwich. Your beautiful and delicious sandwich all alone. He waited to make sure no one saw him, not even the sandwich, before he made his move. It was such a great sandwich. The bear loved it. But just as he was almost finished, he heard sniff, snuffle, slobber, snort behind him. He had been seen. The bear was so surprised that he ran out of the park and down the street until he spotted a very tall tree. From the top of the tree, the bear could see his forest. It was time to go home. The waves rocked the bears and he began to doze. So he goes back. He made it home safely. So that's what happened to your sandwich. The bear ate it. So then when you open up, you start realizing that the one telling the story is the girl's dog. And then he's
Surprise.
like telling her everything that the dog says, but really she's just hearing ruff, 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 ruff. So I love the book because it goes through all this story. And we do not expect that ending. Yeah. And of course, at the very end, you can see the shadow of the bear. It could be the bear. It could be the dog. So I really like this book.
So cute.
Yeah. For the next one, I had to bring some tissues in case you're going to cry. Because I know
probably will.
a lot of people think, oh, books are not what they used to be. We kind of miss the good literature, they call it, you know. And then you bump into treasures like this one. So I'm bringing you tissues in case you want to, you know, cry like I did. Because this is an absolutely great book. And I'm going to have to show you. First of all, written by Kadir Nelson.
Who is amazing.
Amazing.
He's done a million things. He did the cover of a Drake album. And he illustrated the I Have a Dream speech, which just had its anniversary recently, and a bunch of other things. Lisa will put up some pictures of his covers. They're so good.
Yeah, they're so good. The one thing I love about this book is also you don't expect what's coming up. So if you plant a tomato seed, a carrot seed, and a cabbage seed, in time, with love and care, tomato, carrot, and cabbage plants will grow. And you see them grow, and they enjoy the plants, the fruits of their labor. But then who comes? The birds. And the birds wonder, would you share with me? And this is one of our favorite, everybody's favorite part, I think. But if you plant a seed of selfishness in a very short time, it will grow and grow and grow into a heap of trouble. And nobody gets to enjoy the fruits. But if you plant a seed of kindness, look at this. in almost no time at all.
This page is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, the composition of it, the broken plant, and then them looking up, and just the tips of the birds flying away.
Yeah.
And this one little feather. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The fruits of kindness, and then you know the fun thing is that somebody told me that actually birds, you know, they eat the seeds and then they poop them out. Can I say poop? Anyway,
Yes.
But in this illustration, he tried to make it more beautiful, of course. And I love that because this actually does happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it will grow and grow and grow. Look how beautiful. And then you think this is it. But no. And they are very, very sweet. So the fruit of kindness, everybody's enjoying.
So there's
it.
the original 2 groups, and then we've got a chicken, and a raccoon, and a duck.
Yep.
Baby ducks.
And the
With chipmunk.
mouse. Anyway, it's a beautiful book. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think it will probably be a classic.
Yeah, it
It's
takes
in
a
the
really
library.
abstract, like, concept, being kind and how that grows versus being selfish and how that grows, and makes it, like, really concrete. Like, selfishness and kindness are like plants, and they grow, and you have to take care of them with love and patience. I love that.
Yeah, and then it's
There's babies here.
yeah, it's a book that can be read for 2-year-olds all the way to like 4th graders or whatever because it has a great message and it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I love it. I cannot say enough about that book. And then my next one.
She wouldn't let me look at this one. She said
No.
it was going to be a surprise.
I love this book. It's Annemarie van Haringen wrote Coco and the Little Black Dress, which is why I'm wearing a black dress. Ta-da!
Coco, because Chanel would be so proud.
Thank you, Coco, whatever you are. All right, so the book. So it's, of course, her story, and as a lot of you may know, Coco came from a very, 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 very poor family, and she was sent to a nun school, a Catholic school, where she, learned a lot of the chores that girls used to learn back then. And one of the things that the nuns made sure these girls did was to sew and to stitch
And embroider.
and embroid. And people used to say they do it like they are angels because it was perfect, to perfection. So these girls were hired by very, very wealthy people to come and make their dresses or help them with their sewing and their fashion. And there's Coco, watching these very wealthy people, so fancy. And she also, started noticing that the fanciness came with a lot of pain and a lot of effort because these women had to have like the perfect, body
Hourglass
or
figure and corsets and
waist,
stuff,
yeah, corsets. So, and then one of the things that Coco really wanted to do with these wealthy people, because she actually ended up living with them in their houses because they like her to come and help them out, was she wanted to ride horses. But she says, I'm not going to ride a horse in an uncomfortable dress. So she made a pattern for a pair of pants, which at that time was like, what? A woman wearing pants. And she did. And it was very hard for her to learn to ride a horse. But you know what? She didn't care. She kept doing it and she looked comfortable and everybody liked her. And actually she got invited to ride horses and they wanted her to ride horses. And at the same time, she went to these secondhand stores, got all these hats, started decorating them. And then all the women were like, we want hats like that. So when they went to the horse races, all the women started wearing her hats. And then she started making clothes for herself that were comfortable, that did not require the corsets. And guess who was the first to say, bye-bye corset? It was all these fancy women that were tired of the corset and they really wanted to look like Coco. And so she, started designing different types of dresses for different women. And also, she had this scent. She created this perfume that people loved. Only a few could wear nothing but a cloud of perfume. The rest of the ladies needed a little bit more. So Coco continued to make new creations. Coco's business was going well, but the ladies wanted dresses in all colors, not black, because she loved black. But she kept telling them, black has everything. In a little black dress, most importantly, you see the woman wearing it and not the dress itself. The little black dress, the magic little dress that shows how beautiful a woman is. And there's the little black dress at the end. And my little black dress, I'll show you in just a minute. It's, there it is, Coco Chanel's little black dress. And I loved it. I love that nowadays we find a lot of biographies that are going to be in this type of
Picture
format.
books, yeah.
Pictures, books, and even adults like me that like to have something more visual are, I feel, more attracted to reading something like this. And then you get engaged and you want to read longer books about it.
It inspires you want to go on and read.
Yes,
Yeah,
and actually I
things.
have read multiple books like this year. But of course I had to choose her because I love women that are so successful in spite of their hardships as children. So that's what I love. And then the other two that I just wanted to show, and if you have the chance, is this one, Moletown. I will not tell you what's about, but I just love...
in a town.
Yeah, Moletown.
Spoiler.
But I just love the illustrations in the book.
Yeah.
And it has words, but a lot of it is the type of book that you kind of
just look
tell
at
the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end and in the beginning, it does have words.
Cool.
And it makes you talk about different things, like what we do with cities, you know, what we do with the land to make cities, just different questions that you can talk to the kids about. And like I say, one of my favorite things is the simplicity of the pictures, but you know, the colors that he uses. For,
Yeah, they're really subdued.
Yeah.
So who's the...
Torbin
Kuhlmann.
Kuhlmann. So that's one. And then the last one, I just like the title, Things That Go Burp in the Night. And it's one more counting book. But it is fun because it's just
Counting books are awesome.
counting books. And then the story again of the mice and the cat.
Do you like the art?
Yeah, I like the art. But I like the title list.
Yeah.
Things That Go Burp in the Night. That's the end. Now I'm going to show you my black dress. Coco, wherever you are, here's my black dress.
Wish you told me I would have worn a black dress. Dang it.
Okay. But you were wearing a dress.
I am wearing a dress. All right, well, Brenda, thank you for sharing with us all those awesome books. You should go find them. You should read them to your toddlers or story time or give them and read them for yourself. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do all those nice things you can do on YouTube. Like this video, comment below, share it. Thank you. Share it. Follow me on any social media you so choose. Tumblr, Reading Rainbow Hair, Instagram, Reading_Rainbow_Hair, and Twitter at FriendswoodYA. All right, bye.